You are what success looks like. Let's go.
I believe in my heart is that black and brown males can graduate high school at 80, 90, and 100%. I believe that's possible.
For a leader, you have to really have the will and the skill. People might have the will and then they get burnt out because they don't have the skill.
Because it was by the grace of God that I was successful. When you put the right supports in place and you put a culture of love, I promise you the babies can do all things through Christ who strengthens them, right?
Hey, you all, this is Pastor Still. Listen, I'm so excited about my friend's book, Dr. MarcK Abraham. Listen, make sure you get your hands on this book. I believe this book is going to be life-changing. We had such an awesome time with him at Kingdom Church. He did an excellent job speaking about the book. And I really believe that education can literally help break the back of that spirit that tries to stop us from learning. So make sure you get your hands on that.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening. Buenos noches, buenos dias, buenos tardes, bonjour, bon nuit. What's happening? How your mama them, how your auntie them, how your cousin them, how your family them, konnichiwa. What's good with you on this Saturday? What's good in the neighborhood? What's good in the hood? Family, how you feeling? How you feeling? It's Saturday. It's Saturday. I feel great. I feel amazing, man. This thing that was trying to fight your boy. This thing that was trying to fight your boy. You know what I mean? This thing trying to fight your boy, this little, nasal situation that try to fight your boy out. Bust him up. Bust him up. I yelled to myself and said, you ain't supposed to be sick. No sickness could touch your body. And that thing breaking. And Sudafed. And NyQuil. And vitamin C pack. God has given us some medicines and some science here on the earth, and I believe in prayer and I believe in science. I believe in both. I believe in prayer and I believe in medicine, and I believe if the Lord gonna heal me, He can heal me through grace, and He can heal me through Sudafed. He can heal me through NyQuil. I don't try to play, crazy. For those folks who say, "Well, I'm not getting the treatment because the Lord gonna heal me." Okay, all right. The Lord's still healing you. He can heal you through the hands of the doctors. He can heal you through the hands of the medicine. And He can heal you through Kayla's herbs that she got down there. But it's still coming from Him healing you, right? So, and I will say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of care, folks. So right when I walked up in this room this time, because I was feeling fine. I went to that doggone hotel in New Jersey, went to sleep, AC on, and bam, woke up, just bam, joint hit me in the face. But look at what I brought to Philadelphia. Look at what I brought. I was like, listen, you fool me once, shame on me. No, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. It's so interesting. I see my daughters, we go to a hotel, me and Mariah, they like little women, boy. They only 13 to 14, man. Them jokers came with their own Lysol. They were spraying stuff up. They were wiping down windows. I'm looking at them like, I ain't never did that at all the hotels I stayed. They got on gloves. I'm like, what y'all doing? What is y'all doing around here? They say, man, that's all right. That's all right. So I'm feeling better over here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Don't have work today. I'm chilling, man. It feels good to be able to go to a city and not feel like I'm in a rush to make something happen. Like I'm not rushing to, get to work immediately. I'm gonna have 2 days of relaxation. A couple of my football friends are supposed to I'm supposed to see my boy Kirk. He's speaking today. Kirk Berry speaking as you know. Interesting thing about Kirk actually, we talk about this. I told him about this. There's no secret. Kirk came to my school. I was an assistant principal, so Kirk must have came to my school probably. Oh man, Kirk must have came to my school probably 12 years ago, and he wanted to do a video at my school and speak to my kids. And he had got a bachelor's degree, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be I'm a speaker." And so I go around schools and I speak. And here I am, assistant principal, working hard, proud of my title, excited that I got this position, and I facilitated and let him speak. Kirk ain't get a dime for that speaking. But you would never know because Kirk had a videographer team because he had did something prior he got paid for. But he had a videographer. The dude shot the and then when the video came out, it looked so professional, it looked so amazing. And he taught me a couple things there. First thing he taught me is if you have a business, number one, nobody knows if you're getting paid for it or not getting paid for it. So you record it like you are getting paid for it. That's number one thing. Perception is reality, right? You'll see a lot of people, Kayla, you got those herbs. If people see the herbs out in everybody's hand, they don't know if they got a free sample or if if they paid for it. If they just see you having many transactions, people just go believe that it was all paid for, right? So then when they come to you and say, "Man, everybody talking about your herbs," you say, "Yeah, it's $5 for this, it's $100 for this, or whatever your price range is." Nobody knows it's free. So he came out and had a little videographer and it looked so professional. So number one, you when you're giving out content, nobody knows what the price is unless you tell them. Okay. But people just go see it out there and say, "Oh man, this is there." Number two, always if you go put something out, be as professional as possible. Like put out the best quality of work that you go put out. You know, the quality means something, man. If you are I remember, man, I used to do this in college. I did this in college. Um, I had got saved, man. And what that means, saved, it took, right? And some people get saved and nothing ain't changed. They just said the prayer, right? It took with Dr. Abraham. It took. And I remember the Holy Ghost telling me you got to dress up, man. Man, I was the only dude in college in a three-piece suit on, suit and tie. I looked like that when I walked into the room. They said, "Who you, the professor?" No, I'm just here to learn. You got work after this? Yeah, this is my work. What the Lord was showing me was that every time every time you go out, you should look professional. You should have a professional look. And even all of the content that you put out should align with the business that you're doing. It boggles me. It boggles my mind when I see people put out stuff and then it has no alignment to who they say they are. You are putting out something and it doesn't align to anything. It's just random. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, what's the purpose of that picture that you posted? Like, it should align to something that you're doing. And if you are going to have something, it should align to your business. Why? Or you waste the time. So he taught me that. He taught me that, like, so the product that he put out, he didn't get paid for, but it looked like he got paid for it. And then, even though it was free, he did a very good job speaking. It wasn't like he just came up there and said he gave us a speech as if it was a speech that I would have paid for. that same speech would have been the same speech I would have had paid for, if he would have came in and got, if I would have contracted him. So when you do your performance, when you do your thing, if you got no money, don't have no money, you still give the best of you every single time. You give the best of you every single time. Like don't try to shortchange people because you're not getting paid. If you're not getting paid to do something, you give them the best. And if you're not gonna give it the best, then don't do it at all. Like you, so he came out there and gave us a phenomenal speech. And here's the thing: I don't think people think about this enough. Do not be afraid to do things for free, man. I cannot stress that enough. Do not be afraid to do things for free. Do not be afraid to give your time for free. Do not be afraid to give more than what people have paid for. I got clients right now. They'll call me 11 p.m. It might be 8 p.m. on their time, or 7 p.m. on their time, or 12 a.m. They'll call me. If I'm up, if I'm alert, I'm gonna take the call. I'm gonna have a conversation with you. I'm gonna help grapple you through whatever it is that you're dealing with, right? Because I want to give you more value than you paid for. I want to give you more than what you asked for. You paid for this, but I'm trying to give you this. You paid for this. I'm trying to give you everything so that you feel like, man, hey man, I got to have Dr. Abraham on my team. I need that, right? Like, so I'm gonna try to give you more value than what you paid for. I'm gonna try to under promise, over deliver. So when he gave that speech, he gave it for free, and it was a good speech. Don't ask me to remember what it said, but I know it was good. It felt good at the time. And so don't be afraid to do things for free. And then here's the point. Here's where I laugh with him about. Because I thought, I'm looking at Kurt, and I'm like, dude, you got a bachelor's degree, and all you want to do is go out and speak? Because I'm out here, I'm taking pride in my administrative job. I'm taking pride in my being a principal and assistant principal. I'm taking pride in that. I'm holding on to that. That is like, man, that's it. I said, this dude just want to be a bum. I said, he just want to be, but he don't want to do no work. That's all he want to do is go out and speak to people, man. That is ridiculous. You need to have a full-time job and then do your little speaking thing on the side. That's what I was telling him. Oh, Lord, was your boy wrong? Was your boy? I'm willing to say when I'm wrong. I'm willing to say when I missed it, man. I'm willing to say I missed it. Boy. Because when you get on the speaker circuit, man, there's people who and speaking is a job. It is a job. It is a job. It is completely a job. It's an occupation. It's a profession. Now, it's a wide open profession because some person might speak to this, some person might speak to this. And what you have to do, if you have an aspiration to speak or do those things, you got to find your niche and you got to find the thing that brings value to the marketplace. At the end of the day, if you speak on something that nobody want to listen to, then you ain't speaking on nothing. You ain't no speaker. You just a dude running his mouth. You just a dude to do that running his mouth. If you find a niche, something that you're good at, something that you're passionate about, something that brings value, then you got something there. You got something there. And then now that you have something that brings value to the marketplace, you have to then test the market to see how much they're willing to pay for that. How much are they willing to give you for that speech? How much are they willing to pay you for the things that you say? So, man, I looked at that brother, man. I was like, man, the dude didn't want to go out and speak. Bum dude just want to be lazy. And I told that brother the other day, man, I said, I'm sorry, brother. I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't know it could be like this. I didn't know life could be this good. I didn't even know. I apologize, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, because your boy is out here doing consulting and speaking, man. And it's hard to put you in a box and say, what do you do? When people ask me what I do, it's hard to explain it. They be like, what you do? I'm a speaker, consultant, slash author, slash success person. And, it's hard, to just give people a definition of what you do in a nutshell. Because everybody wants to know that, right? Everybody wants to know, what do you do? That's like, what's your name? When you meet people for the first time, it's like, what's your name? How you doing? What you do for a living? I don't know why we do that. I don't know why we do that. Why we ask people their profession, but I guess we'll try to gauge, how we want to put this person in the box. And if I say I don't do nothing, or I say I'm a consultant, or I say I'm this, then people just, then who you work for? Work for myself, And it gets hard for people to understand it because we're not conditioned to think like that. Okay, so that's point one. The title of this message is "Let Me Talk to You," man. And let me say this. The side note: I went to the hotel yesterday. It's it's doggone 9 o'clock. I got there, and this brother was trying to help this woman park her car, or try to tell her to move her car along. Them women was belligerent, wasn't having it. And as a black man, and it's a white woman, and she wasn't having it. She parked her car anywhere she wanted, probably cussed the man out outside. I didn't see her. And he must have tried to correct her. She was like not having it. That brother ran inside and said, don't check her in. And then a woman came and was like, F you, F-tard. I was like, yeah, F-tard? Well, I ain't even heard of it. Like, how you even put these cusses together? I've never heard of an F-tard. Like, well, what is that? What is a tard? That's how my analytical mind is thinking. She's like, F you, F-tard. I thought she was gonna call him the N-word, honestly. I thought she was gonna go there, but I think she knew not to cross that line. But she was ready to call him everything but a child of God. And the manager came out, and obviously she sided with her boy and everything like that. I say that to say this. Um, you know, don't let people's jobs get you food. Somebody might slap you in your face one of these days, man. I just, people who just think they get so comfortable cussing out the people at the job as if these folks ain't human. Man, you might get the paws laid on you one day, man. So I was a principal, right? And I'm better now. I'm better. I'm a little bit more refined. I'm a little bit more sophisticated. Yeah, I'm a little bit more. I'm a little bit more. I'm not so edgy no more. But I was a principal, man. I was like 30 years old. I was 30 when I was a principal. And this old white man with the union president, he'd get his ugly self on TV every day and talk about me. Every day with his ugly self. And I'm just trying to do a job. I'm like, man, don't let these degrees make you not think I'm not from 305. I'm not Carroll City. Like I'm not Deerfield, man. I slapped the takes out to my boy. What you think you talking to? That was my mindset. And so then one time he was in the building, and I didn't do this for him. I didn't do this, but my kids we would do affirmations, and I would get on the thing and say, man, we gonna say it loud and proud. And I said, we say it for every hater that don't believe it. And I wouldn't even think about him, but subconsciously I must have been thinking about him. And this joker came around and said, I said, man, what's up, Phil? And he said, I'm not a hater. And he said, I'm not a hater. And I said, boy, if the shoe fit, wear. And then, because he's the union president, right? That's why they hate. That's why they hated your boy so much. And then I said, I said, but if you want, thank God. Kayla, thank God that he didn't do it. I said, but if you want, we can have a conversation in my office. Lord, no, I would have went to jail that day. I know I would. I would have lost everything because I was ready to beat the bejesus out of this brother, man. I was ready to listen. I guess what you learn in this field is that, you have to be able to just, like be sophisticated and do all of these, like, don't take things personal type things. But if you call my name, it feel pretty personal. It feel pretty personal. Like, if you say my name online, it feel personal as ever. And so I told the boy, I said, man, listen, come meet me. And the man about 70 years old. The man looked like he looked like he's 90. I don't know how old he is. He old. And I didn't know until later on in COVID, if you hit a senior citizen, that you go to jail. That's a felony. I didn't know that. But I knew I would have caught a felony charge if he'd have went in my office, though. But I said, well, let's meet in my office and let's talk about it. Lord, no, I was ready to give him everything. If he would have said something, boy, I would have done him into the ground. Thank you, Jesus, that he said, he scurried away. He said, no, I got a meeting. He ran out that building so quick. Hey, Lord, no, I'd have went to jail that day, boy. I'd have went to jail, man. And hey, my super. And then what happened is he went on and said, he said that it's the Trump thing. Have y'all been following this Trump situation? Trump is like the biggest bully of all time. He's like the bully of bullies. Like, he just bullied people all the time. That's what he did. I mean, he's just aggressive, right? And so now this woman, Letitia James, shout out to that black queen, who's charging him for, like fraud, like he's defrauding the banks. Like this joker say he said his house, it was 33,000 square feet. Come to find out, it was 11,000 square feet. He charging the banks $350 million, and the bank giving him the money. Right, that's the game he playing. And so now that the attorney general is drilling him, he's like, she's racist. Racist? She's picking on me. She's bullying me. Abuse of power. He said every buzzword in the book to try to get this woman to get up off him because she trying to drill him to the wall. And he tried to say everything, all of the things to say to get her up off of him. And that's what happened to me. The brother, the man wrote a letter to the board and said, he called me a hater, and that's abuse of power. And I was like, bro, you be talking greasy online. I didn't even call your name, and I did this, and now you said I got abuse of power? Where they do that at? Those are the games that people play. So when you are in corporate, when you are in these places and spaces, this is why the Bible says you got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You have to know as a black man, as a black woman, as a Latino woman, as a Latino man, as a person of color, even as a white female, because a white female is the minority, or somebody part of the LGBTQIA community. You even though that community is strong. I mean, if you talk about the LGBTQIA community, boy, you go get some smoke. But you have to know how to navigate the waters in a way that you're not allowing anybody to play you, right? Because if you allow people to play you and make you emotional, and you have a knee-jerk reaction, then what happens is they trying to play chess with you. They're trying to play chess with you. So if I would have if this man would have said, yeah, let's meet in your office, and then I would have been emotional and gave him the pause, I would be done. I would have a stain on my name forever, and there would be nowhere I can get around that, I would have a felony on my name. And everything that I worked for, and everything that I did would have been down the drain because I let my emotions and my feelings get the best of me. Right? So now I can do what I do and I can love what I do without having that stain on top of me. Even I might get attacked, or I might get people talk crazy about me, but I don't have the stain of this brother got so emotional that he done beat down the union president, right? Like that is something that's hard to spin. Because I got a felony and I got an ankle bite and all this other drama, lost my job, got fired, all this because I let my emotions get the best of it. So we have to make sure that when you are in these situations at your job, that you're not letting people get the best of you, right? You're not allowing them to manipulate you and get your emotions involved to the point where you're going to do something that puts your tomorrow self in jeopardy. You know, even with your pride, even with you ain't gonna talk to me like this. I'm from the, being from the streets don't matter at that point when you're corporate. Wherever your background is, whatever your hood credibility is, and when they gonna talk to me like that, they gonna all that don't matter. It don't matter at that point. What matters is, can you navigate these corporate waters? Can you navigate these waters without getting jammed up? Can you do your job and navigate the political waters without getting jammed up? And I say for me, that playing politics is not something that I'm good at, because I'm not good at pretending, man. Like if I don't like you and I ain't messing with you, I'm not liking you and not messing with you. I'm not good at pretending. Like maybe that's the youth inside of me, but I'm not good at kiss and tell, man. I'm not good at that. I'm not. If some people say when I was loyal to my principal, they was like, oh yeah, he kissed a butt. I was like, nah, I just rock with this person. They have my back, so I rock with them. So whatever they need, I got them, man. They putting food on my table, man. Hey, but what I'm not good at is trying to kiss the ring to make you feel good and stroke your ego the whole time. Just that, man, I can only do a minimal amount of that. It's very, very, very minimal. I can't get down on my knee and kiss nobody's ring, man. I'm old, my knees hurt. You know what I mean? I played a lot of football back in the day. I can't be getting on my knees kissing nobody's ring. So I'm not good at politics. Like I'm not good at seeing somebody like when you look at the elections, the people dogging other people, talking crazy about their wife and their fiancés and significant others talking, and then they hanging out together. Man, this is real life, man. You say something about me online, man. That's real life. You tweet about me, man. I really be looking like, who is this? Right? That's real life. I'm not good at that stuff. So I try to stay away from political stuff because I just know that ain't my strong suit. I'm not the dude who just go, you just talking crazy and now we friends. Nah, man. If it's what you said on that tweet, the Facebook post, when I see you, I want you to keep that same energy. So, family, what we talk about today, a little bit of everything. You're gonna have to re-watch this yourself and pick out what you can. But I just wanted to holler at you today and just have a conversation with you, bring in some current events. If you don't know who this is Dr. MarcK Abraham, #1 success speaker in the world, the president and CEO of MBA Consulting Services LLC. The fastest growing consulting company in the country. And I'm blessed that I had a chance to spend time with my success family. Somebody said, what's a success family? This is a group of individuals that always win, always have success, always overcome. Somebody said, who's that? That's you. You are the success family. You are amazing. You are brilliant. You're the ones that always win, always overcome, always have success. And I'm so proud of each and every one of y'all for being here with me on this Saturday. So let's make our affirmation and let's go out and drink today. Let's make our affirmations is let's go out and drink today. 2022 is my year. I am blessed. I am the head and not the tail. I am above only and not beneath. Everything my hand touch prospers. Wealth and riches are in my house. My body is whole. My mind is whole. I'm free from any sickness, any disease. I leave an inheritance for my children's children. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey, listen, I'm saying this real quick. Um, I was talking to my friend yesterday, and me and him were talking, and we say, man, we first generation, y'all. For a lot of us, we first generation. Like for a lot of people I talk to, we first generation college educated, first generation business owners, first generations of people that's trying to create something for the next generation. We the first ones. See, we got to have real conversations with one another. Like we got to have real conversations. Like what you investing in the stock market if that's what you're doing. How you investing in real estate. What kind of life insurance policy you got? How, Sherry Flanders Duncan. I'm gonna put her name up right here. She got a testimony. She was married and her husband passed away during COVID, and she talks about on her Sunday lives about about having a proxy and all of these different things with life insurance that we may have never known about. And so you want to tap into your fellow success family member because she does something that every Sunday. I think she's gonna be airing this Sunday, but she talks about that and how you actually have to you know set things up and the difference between the trust and the will. And she's talking about it not from some dude who is just trying to get your money, but from somebody who has gone through it and gone through probate. I ain't know. Listen to her story. I ain't know nothing about no probate, nothing about none of that stuff. I ain't know nothing about that. So hopefully she put her flyer in here so that y'all can attend it and we can go and get some more information. But yeah, especially us, me and my sisters, brothers and sisters, we first generation American. We just learning how to be, in this culture, man. So as we are first generation and as we are trying to develop, we go further together than we do apart. See, that's an African proverb. And here's the thing. Majority of the people that watch me are either black or brown, right? I rarely have any white people that watch me, right? And that's okay, right? But with that being said, we need to try to. We are in a country that we were snatched from our land, and we have been constantly told to assimilate to this culture. But some things don't fit you. Some things don't fit you, and you wonder like, am I different? Am I weird? Our dad's different. My food is different. My taste buds is different. The way I praise God is different. Why? Because you are kin to your land. We've been snatched from our land. We were kidnapped. We were murdered. We were brought here. But there's some things that are kindred to our land. There's some things that how we act, the food we eat. You know, every black person I know eats some oxtails. You eat it in you eat it down south, smothered in gravy. Haitians, we put it in the sauce. Jamaicans, they put Bahamians, Trinidadians. Every black person I know, all we got some oxtails in our recipe. How that happen? Because we all connected. All the black people I know eat some oxtails, right? That's something that we do. We love us some oxtails. All the sauces and the flavors. It might be different as you get to different places. The seasons it might be a little bit different, but it's still the same thing. We eat like the food connects us. And so when I look at black people who are disconnected, I'm always saying we're the same people, man, and we need to be learning from one another, not fighting each other. We need to be loving on one another, not trying to hurt each other. We need to be figuring out how we can work, and that's why I love the Success Family. We all here together saying, hey, how can we get better? We make our affirmations. So we learned that there's power in our tongue, right? Even though I'm dealing with this stuff I got going on, you ain't never heard me get up here and say I'm sick. I refuse. I refuse. Why? Because I said that I'm healed by his stripes, right? I never come up here and say, oh, no, oh, I'm so sick. I did. No. I just said, hey, I'm healed by his stripes. Now I'm going to take the medicine. I'm going to make my affirmations. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. When I talk about navigating the corporate space and operating through that lens, I'm serious, man. As black people, you got to learn how to navigate that space, man, because they'll put a title on you. They'll put a title on you. Oh, that's the angry black woman. Well, just because I'm speaking my mind, I'm angry. Because I'm defending my position, I'm angry. Because I can articulate myself, I'm angry. You're a black man. That's they'll make assumptions about you based in racism. And they'll never say it to your face. They just kind of say it around you. And that's the stuff you got to deal with. So not only do you got to deal with the normal part of trying to figure out your job, you got to deal with trying to figure out your job and trying to dance around all these racial issues. If you're a black woman and you curvy and you wear a normal pencil skirt, oh, she trying to be loose over here in the office. Even the kids. A young lady wear the same thing as her white counterpart, and you from your misogyny is I look at women, I look at men as sexual objects. I hate them. I look at them right. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, so when I talk about black and brown, I'm talking about my black and brown, like my Latina ex, my Latinas, my Latino boys, my black boys, my black men, same stuff, man. And so we got to navigate all this crap, all dance around it, and we objectify the young ladies. Oh, she, man, listen. I've had to fire teachers who were asking girls about the lingerie they wore. Grown men in their 40s asking 15-year-old, 16-year-old black and brown girls about what kind of lingerie they wear. But because I had the boldness and the confidence, I was willing to take the fight on. Grown men in high school asking girls about what kind of sexual acts do you perform with your boyfriend. See, that's the real stuff that people don't talk about that happens in these institutions. You can't think that it ain't happening, man. You can't think you just trust like, oh, I'm just sitting. These people got eyes when they looking at your daughters. The research says, this is the research, that black boys in 3rd grade, teachers start to look at them as sex objects. Oh, he's so fine. He's so cute. Why are you talking about my son's physical appearance in a way that he's cute or fine? What are you talking about? Why isn't he so brilliant? He's so intelligent. He can read. Why his physical appearance is on your mind? Oh, this teacher went to jail for or went to probation for having sex with the 15-year-old boy. You see it. Those are the people who get caught. Those are the people who get caught. And there's so many things that happen, man, in institutions that you don't even know that's going on around you. And then you think, everything is still sweet. And then your kid has to experience all of this. Your baby has to experience all of this. And your baby just trying to develop and understand how to be a young person while they experiencing racism. Did you see I know I said one more thing, but did you see the it's Saturday, y'all. Man, I ain't got no place to go. Did you see the the police officer who just grabbed the young man who had dreads off of the dog on bleachers, dragged him and beat him down off of the bleachers because he didn't want to play kickball? He didn't want to play kickball, so I dragged him by his dreads down the doggone bleachers. What's that about? We know what it's about. It's ingrained hatred for black and brown skin. It's I want to control them. If they pretend to do anything else, then I'm going to hurt them. And we see it, and we see it, and we see it, and we see it, and we see it. And it happens at your job. It happens in every institution in America. There's not one institution that I've ever examined in these United States of America that I said it has evolved past racism or disdain for black and brown skin. So we got to navigate all of these things while still trying to do your job, while still trying to be successful, while still trying to raise your family, while still trying to. So I say that to just say this is you have to be connected to your brothers and your sisters, right? You got to be connected. Well, we all brothers and sisters in Christ. Well, if you hating me and killing me and not advocating for me, you know, you need to be my brother and sister in Christ until you demonstrate your brotherhood for me and not the other hood, the white sheep, Until you demonstrate your brotherhood for me, then man, listen. Don't try to make me try to submit to you when you already try to make me submit to you. Right? Like you already killing me, man. You already doing all these things to me. You doing this to me. I'm trying to live. I'm not going into your house burning down your houses. I didn't rape you. I didn't bring you to this land. I'm not enslaving you. I'm not putting you in jail. I'm not doing all this thing. I.e., Mr. Trump, that attorney general cannot be racist in these United States of America, brother. You are the racist one. Like, you have been the one to initiate all of this race activity, and you got the audacity to call somebody racist after you done said all the most salacious things from the seat of the president and cause our country to be so divided like we've never seen before. Right? Like, so what are we talking about right now? So, you got to stay connected. You got to know your roots. You got to know where you come from. Spend some time. Try to figure it out. Research and understand why you like the certain type of food you like, why you think this certain type of way you are. And you don't have to so much to celebrate diversity is not you trying. If you want to celebrate my diversity, if you want to celebrate my difference, it's figuring out my difference and not trying to make me assimilate to your culture. I can hold on to my culture, appreciate your culture, hold on to my culture, and not have to assimilate to your culture just so that we can be friends or just so I can fit in. If you're a leader of an organization, this DEI workers saying, I need to celebrate diversity, equity, inclusion. I need to celebrate other people's culture. I need to value other people's culture. I need to let people know I see you and I want you to stay your authentic self because your authentic self brings value to us. The hip hop culture that started in the black community brings value to the world. It brings value to the world. Now, I mean, it's controlled differently. It's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes involved in it because money and now you can't your song won't blow unless you talking about using some type of drugs or objectifying women or killing or things that conscious rap really goes to the wayside. And but that started in New York City. That started in the black community. Their brilliance. See the brilliance that they have. But that comes from our culture, the drums, the beat, the music, our hymns, our songs, how we articulate to one another. Right? Old Negro spirituals, right? Like that's our culture. That's who we are. That's who God created us to be. And I want to be who God created me to be. But me being who I am created to be does not devalue who you are. I can be me, appreciate you, love you for who you are. I just want you to do the same for me. And that goes for my white brothers and sisters. And I don't have no hate in my heart for nobody. If I call it out, don't mean I hate you. I'm just calling it out. God been too good for me to hate anybody. And I hug everybody. I love everybody. I got Latino friends. I got black friends. I got white friends. I got one of my best mentors who taught me how to do the game is a white woman. And I listen to everything that woman had to say. This woman is awesome. And she just give me the game. She just showed me how to do the game. Mark, do this, do that. And still allows me to be me. And she's a starch Republican. You know, I ain't tripping. Like, I ain't tripping, man. Do you, girl? Just understand I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. And that's it. That's it, man. So, family, I know I ended it by I stopped right at 29 minutes, and then I slid into the affirmations, and then I cranked it down to another 16 minutes, and I didn't do no prayer, and I didn't. Oh, Lord, forgive me, Lord, we love you, Lord, thank you. So, family, that's it. Hey, Dr. Gonzalez, if you all here, hit me up, girl. I'm trying to go to that restaurant that we went to last night. That's what I'm trying to go to. Man, I'm over here in Philly, man. The principal of the school I work with, she took me to this restaurant, man. That food was so doggone good, but rice, beans, chicken, soup, all the stuff I like. All right, family. I love y'all. I'm praying for you. Bless your soul. Have an amazing Saturday. Can't wait to see you tomorrow at 8:30. And then we back online at 5:30. We back at it again, man. Love you. Till next time. Dr. MarcK Abraham, number one success speaker in the world. Peace.